going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale with another episode of Pro v Pro. That's right, today we have our returning champ, Miniminter, aka Nova Mini, here with us, and we're also joined by Pompeyo. Pompeyo is challenging Miniminter to try to end his two-match win streak, and we are right into the first match, guys. And you can see Pompeyo, look at this, guys. For those of you who caught the video a few days ago, it looks like he's rolling with his favorite balloon miner Inferno dragon deck, at least early on. It seems like that's what all the cards are. If indeed that is the case, his last three cards will be Inferno dragon, arrows, and fireball. Now, I shared this deck the other day. Pompeyo loves the deck, but it does have a high skill cap, so don't try this at home. Or do try this at home, but make sure you practice and don't get discouraged if you don't learn it fast. Anyway, he's in trouble early on here. He takes some damage from that miner, 762 HP, but look at this push he has going on right now. Mini must be playing 3 Musketeers. He is, because he waited so long to defend there. And look at this, arrow fireball combo on those 3 Musketeers, guys, and they are down along with the pump, and 340 damage, or 340 HP rather, left standing on that left tower for Miniminter. So guys, this is the time that I want you guys to scroll down a little bit, or pause and scroll down, and let me know who you're rooting for and who you think will win. Maybe it's the same person, maybe it's different people. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. So moving back to the video here, or the match here, you can see, oh man, those arrows were clutch by Pompeyo there, using his Inferno dragon to essentially tank a little bit onto that miner and eat up some of the damage from the Minion Horde. So now the Ice Golem is actually going to get to that left tower, taking it within fireball range. That was convenient there for Pompeyo. Meanwhile, he sends in his miner into that Elixir collector for Miniminter. So Mini has the advantage with this deck, I would say, going into double Elixir time. 3 Musketeers, just so deadly, especially against this deck. He's just able to cycle. Now, he played the Minion Horde there. That was probably a bad play. Pompeyo able to cycle back to those arrows to stop the Minion Horde, but he is going to lose his left tower. Now, remember, guys, he can take down Mini's left tower with just a fireball at this point, so he's going to go hard in the right lane. Here comes 3 Musketeers. He's going to use that fireball. He knows he can cycle back to the fireball with 20 seconds left. So here comes 2 Musketeers in the right, using a knight to tank, and unfortunately loses. He should have played that knight right in the pocket, I think. Miniminter there, he loses both of his Musketeers in the right lane. Pompeyo says good game, and it looks like Pompeyo, with his favorite Inferno Dragon Balloon Miner deck, might be finishing this one off. That balloon played in the pocket is going to get splash death damage onto that right tower. And check this out, miner played in the back, prediction skeletons missed the miner, fireball comes in, and that's going to do it. Pompeyo takes match 1. Did you guys expect Pompeyo to take match 1? I'm not sure if I did, but actually, of course I did. Who am I kidding? Pompeyo's a beast. But Miniminter is really, really good too. Miniminter, of course, took down Tag, and who the heck did he beat in the last match? Ooh, gosh. Man, I gotta remember better about my own channel. Anyway, actually, Tag. I think it was just Tag. Okay, so that's why I can't remember, because he didn't play anybody else, Ash. Way to go, dude. So, predictable as always, Pompeyo says. I assume he's referencing his own deck. You can see it on the screen right here, guys. Pompeyo playing that interesting Balloon Inferno Dragon deck, and Miniminter playing the classic Miner 3 Musketeer Minion Horde deck that's really a tier 1 deck right now inside the meta. So what I'm going to do is edit out a little bit of this downtime. Oh, I stand corrected. Chokeo, he says. Mini puts up his request and says Chokeo. Let's see if he does indeed choke. Pompeyo this time on the top. Miniminter laughs and says good luck on the bottom. So let's see what these pros bring out for their decks in match 2 here. So Skeletons cycled in the back by Pompeyo. An aggressive battle ram played by Miniminter at the bridge there. It does not make contact. Perfect knight placement and timing there by Pompeyo. And check this out. He plays the Ice Golem. That can only mean one thing. It's got to be a graveyard deck. So a Night Graveyard Archers with the graveyard, of course. Dark Goblin doing some work there right in the middle of the arena for Miniminter. That was actually a pretty good defense there by Mini. Now he has a Baby Dragon Dark Goblin combo. Dark Goblin is going to lock onto that left tower. Look at how much damage. Just the Baby Dragon breathing a few breaths of fire there, along with that Dark Goblin getting a few shots off on that left tower. It gives Miniminter the significant advantage here, going in with about 2 minutes left in the match. So Archers played both in the left lane here by Pompeyo. Very, very good awareness of the deck that Miniminter is playing. Knows that he only has Lightning, I believe, along with the Zap as his 2 direct damage spells, and he's not going to burn a Lightning just on Archers. Meanwhile, here comes this Graveyard push here. Graveyard Poison. And this is interesting here. The PEKKA, the Goblin Gang, and the Dark Goblin actually do a pretty good job on defense. Maybe not the PEKKA, but the Dark Goblin and the Goblin Gang do a good job of defense. Now it's going to be trouble here for Pompeyo. He has a PEKKA to deal with coming at him in the lane, and oh, it looks like he's not going to support him at all. Does he play the Lightning? No, he doesn't. Interesting. So he didn't play the Lightning, and he has Lightning, and then he plays Lightning for the Battle Ram. Interesting decision there by Miniminter. I might have played Lightning first, but maybe the PEKKA wouldn't have reached the Inferno tower. I don't know. Just kind of thinking on my toes here. I'm sure Mini knows better than I do with his decision-making process there. Either way, Dark Goblin's going to go ahead and lock onto some of those skeletons, take out the Knight, and a Poison is down. Poison takes out that Dark Goblin. However, more chip damage done with Pompeyo's graveyard deck onto that left tower from Miniminter. 823 HP left. So now we have PEKKA played again. Is this going to be another graveyard push? This is like graveyard cycle pretty much against a Miniminter. That log will not reach that Dark Goblin anymore thanks to the half tile length. Radius? I don't know, I guess radius. The half tile radius, a nerf to the log. So this might be trouble for Pompeyo. He has a Baby Dragon. He has a, oh, what a great log there, taking out that Dark Goblin. Now it's just a PEKKA. Oh, just a PEKKA. It's a PEKKA, a Battle Ram, and a Goblin Gang to deal with, but really good defense here for Pompeyo, just barely holding on to that tower, but Miniminter should have, he uses Zap, guys. He should have Lightning in hand here. Where's the Lightning? Where's the Lightning? I am so... There it is. He had the Elixir for it. He had it in hand. What the heck happened there? 31 HP. Huh. That was weird. I mean, he had the... We saw he had the Elixir. We had his Elixir bar. Let's see if he says anything here. That's not even funny. Well, yeah, that's not funny. What happened, Mini? What happened? I lightninged. We saw it late. Anything else? And I got a notification. Oh, man, dude. You got to put on your Do Not Disturb when you're in the Pro v Pro matches. Geez, that stinks. Well, those are the decks that those guys used, guys. Pompeyo says, I thought you were waiting to BM me. And Mini says, no. Man, sometimes I like this banter in between matches, guys. But either way, by the way, this is a good time to tell you guys that I will list all the decks if you guys want to come back and reference the video and not have to dig through the entire video to find the deck that you want to copy and try out for yourselves. So far, we've seen 4 really solid decks and different decks used by these pros. So Pompeyo, being a little cocky here, says third and final match against Nova Miniminter. Let's see if Pompeyo can finish the sweep 3-zip. So we are in here, neither player making an opening move until they have 10 Elixir. Pompeyo leads things off here, starts things off with an Elixir pump. Mini is trying to make him pay. Battle Ram, Skeletons, Baby Dragon coming at him, and look at the log and the Mega Minion doing work for Pompeyo defensively. Baby Dragon will stay alive. Miniminter is going to capitalize and double down on this big push here, sending in that Goblin Gang. And check it out, the Skeleton's actually doing pretty good work against the Goblin Gang, taking out the stab goblins, or at least distracting them, while the Baby Dragon is cycled to and actually gets to Miniminter's tower. So that was pretty good for Pompeyo there, pretty good defense that is. And look at that, Miniminter burns his Lightning there on that second Elixir Elixir Collector. Absolutely can't let your opponent get 2 Elixir Collectors down on the board. But check out this deck here by Miniminter. Once Pompeyo saw that lightning, he should have been ready for a PEKKA, or Pompeyo rather. So he's sending in the Golem into the PEKKA. That's not a good scenario for Pompeyo, but he does have a sizable Elixir advantage. So getting into the mind of Pompeyo here, guys, I'm just assuming that Pompeyo figured, hey, he probably has PEKKA, but I have a huge Elixir advantage since he just burned that lightning there. Let's try to capitalize on it. Pompeyo is playing the TMD Yao Yao beatdown deck using Lumberjack with the Golem. A lot of you guys are really big fans of this deck here played by Pompeyo. If you're not a big fan of it, or if you haven't tried it out, I behoove you to give it a shot. It's actually a pretty solid deck. So one of the best of the beatdown, and certainly one of the best Lumberjack decks in the game right now. So using those skeletons very, very adeptly, after the baby dragon was attached to the tower, locked onto the tower, he used the skeletons right underneath the baby dragon to distract that PEKKA and prevent him from getting anywhere close to that left tower. Miniminter using the Dark Goblin defensively there, finishing off those troops, and here comes baby dragon again. He's not going to lock onto that tower. That baby dragon onto the PEKKA is essentially a wasted baby dragon. Check out the damage that the baby dragon's doing. Not much to the PEKKA, but the PEKKA is actually going to come in handy here. PEKKA going to do a ton of damage to that Golem. Miniminter uses the lightning and then zap to take out the support troops behind that Golem there, and you can see the PEKKA finishes the job. Now the Gatling gun Dark Goblin is going to go ahead and do some work against those Golemites, and look at that baby, or the baby dragon played by Miniminter there. Very, very good baby dragon by Miniminter, allowing that Dark Goblin to stay alive. And look at that Dark Goblin. He's been alive forever. As I say that, the log finishes his short life in this arena. But you can tell that that was... Okay. Oh, this is big here, guys. This is big. Shut up, Ash. So, the Golem going into the left tower for Pompeyo. Meanwhile, Miniminter is going all in here, and I think he finishes it. Wow. Whew, well played by Miniminter there. He went all in after Pompeyo burned his log there. We talked about that. When he used his log against the Dark Goblin, then Miniminter saw his opportunity. He knew he wasn't going to be able to stop that Golem, so he went all in, absolutely spamming everything he had, knowing that the log was out of cycle for Pompeyo, and it actually came through for him. He won there at the very last second with a Golem on his tower. Here's the decks that these two pros used during this matchup here. A classic PEKKA control deck that is really, again, tier 1 in the meta right now. A very, very, very good deck against that Golem TMD Yao Yao beatdown deck. So here we go, guys. We are into match number 4. So again, Pompeyo, if he wins this match, he will win the entire thing. Nova Mini absolutely needs to win here, and it looks like Pompeyo is going back to his good old faithful, the Balloon Inferno Dragon deck. Okay, I'm speaking a little bit soon here, but I can only assume so because that's the deck that he really loves playing right now. So here comes a Fireball against the E-Wiz and the Baby Dragon. Unfortunately for Pompeyo, the tower locks onto the Baby Dragon before the E-Wiz, and the E-Wiz actually gets, what, 2 or 3 hits onto that left tower? That wasn't a bad little counter push there from Miniminter. So Miniminter is going to cycle skeletons in back of his King Tower. Pompeyo is going to play a Dark Goblin on the back of his King Tower. Both of the opponents kind of feeling out their opponent right now, trying to see what they have in their deck. And look at that Dark Goblin. He locks onto that tower before the bowler can even get a target on him, getting some more chip damage onto that left tower, putting things about even right now. So it is Splash Yard being played by Nova Mini right now. We probably should have been able to realize that after he played the bowler there. We saw the Baby Dragon as well. So this is the classic Splash Yard deck being played by Mini. Yes, guys, it still works. It's still certainly viable in the game, but look at this. Oh, E-Wiz there played just in time. Fireball's going to finish off the E-Wiz, though. Those extra HP on the Inferno Dragon coming in handy, allowing Pompeyo to get that left tower down to 721 HP. So now, you know what? It's weird that they took out the Elixir bar at the top, guys, because you can't really say who has the Elixir advantage anymore, and I kind of lost track. It looks like Mini probably has the slight Elixir advantage since he started out with the bowler in the back. Now Pompeyo's going to try to make him pay. He knows he doesn't have the E-Wiz in rotation. Now he probably does, that he cycled to it with the Baby Dragon and the Tornado, but the Tornado is going to do some work. But the Balloon, however, is going to fall in distance, I think, yes, radius of that left left tower, putting things pretty much tied up, but he's going to sacrifice his left tower. So Mini off to the early lead here, taking down the tower first. However, that left tower for Pompeyo, or for Mini I should say, is going to be in fireball range as well. So a good ice golem there to distract that E-Wiz and save the Dart Goblin. And here comes another balloon push, this time in the right lane with only 25 seconds left. Of course, the left tower is in fireball range. Skeleton is played predictively, but can't do the... Oh my god! 1 HP left on that tower. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, can Pompeyo cycle the arrows fast enough? He has to defend against this graveyard push. Oh my... Arrows, where are your arrows? He sends in Miner. He must not have had the arrows, and a predictive knight stops that Miner. Oh my god. 1 HP. I can tell you guys, that is a first. The first ever 1 HP Pro v Pro match left on a tower. Unfortunately, I guess Pompeyo just couldn't cycle to those skeletons in time, guys. That was crazy. Woo! Okay, so I say here that it's the first ever Pro vs. Pro going to 5 matches, but I think I might be incorrect. I think there was actually another one of Marcel P's matches. There was. I think it was against Hazard that also went best of 5 all the way to the 5th match. So guys, I don't have to put any filler matches for you guys watching me play like I did the last video after this one, because I did that last time to try to keep you guys from guessing who wins based on the video length. But this time, guess what? We are going all out here. We are going to the 5th match. This one is going to the home stretch to find out who will be the returning pro in the next Pro v Pro episode. So it looks like Pompeyo starting out with maybe the second deck that he played. It is the Archers. Oh, Inferno Tower. I don't think he had Inferno Tower in his second deck, so this is a new addition here. Inferno Tower is going to come in handy, and what a nice log there by Pompeyo. Basically pushing back that P.E.K.K.A, keeping him away from the Inferno Tower, and simultaneously killing the Dart Goblin and doing damage to the tower. That was a beautiful log there by Pompeyo. That is that pro gameplay. And look at that, maybe a little bit of an early battle ram there. The Inferno Tower actually getting a chance to lock onto that battle ram, helping those archers take it out. And good cycling defense here by Pompeyo, keeping that right tower really from taking what could have been a lot of damage if that battle ram had made contact. Counter push incoming. Obviously, Miniminter, guys, you can see playing, going back to that really strong P.E.K.K.A control deck. But look at this RNG here. All the skeletons bunching up outside the poison. I'm sorry, the poison was played by Pompeyo. My bad. Either way, taking down that right tower. Miniminter says GG. Oh my god. Could this be over? I don't think so. Miniminter knows that Pompeyo is one of the most difficult players in the game to make a comeback against, but if anybody can do it, it's probably Mini, and he's got to be upset with that whole notification lightning game. But look at this, does a decent amount of damage to that right tower, and essentially the baby dragon is going to be totally toasted here, using the ice golem and the knight to distract it, while the archer and the tower do some work taking it out. So only 53 seconds left. Is this a naked graveyard? It is. A naked graveyard played by Pompeyo, forcing 4 Elixir out of Miniminter, the Dart Goblin, and the skeletons to defend, basically trying to make sure that he doesn't have enough Elixir to mount a huge push in the opposite lane. So Mini decides to go both lanes here. Interesting decision. It might be risky as well. There was the lightning in the right lane, but think about it, guys. Had Miniminter used the battle ram in the right lane, he might have connected with that tower. Maybe the P.E.K.K.A will connect anyway. Oh, she was mid-swing, and she couldn't get the job done there, unfortunately for Mini. Oh, that would have been huge. He probably could have finished it off with a zap and a lightning, but only 5 seconds left here, guys. Oh man, good game. The lightning is in hand, of course, but 331 damage. He needed that P.E.K.K.A swing for sure on that right tower. But ladies and gentlemen, were you right? Were you wrong? Were you rooting for Pompeyo? Were you rooting for Miniminter? Either way, we have a new pro to beat here on CWA. It is none other than Pompeyo 4, aka Pompeyo. Such BS how that notification lost me the damn game. Miniminter is salty, and I can't blame him. That really stinks, but hey, That's what you get when you go into the arena. If things happen like that, I mean, there's no special rules. There's no do-overs, unfortunately, for Mini. But he had a nice run. He took down Tag. And, hey, you lose to Pompeyo. A lot of people have lost to Pompeyo. So we have a new pro to beat, guys. Who do you want to see Pompeyo play against? Huge shout out to both of my pros. Check out their social media information in the description below. Also, huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. You can find his information also in the description below. Guys, thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care, guys.